Mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing 1, 2, 3, test.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Jesse. And my biblical question is a doozy. It's a mamma mia. It's a hola. It's a si, senor. It is a como chelivo. It's a gracias. It's a hee-ha. What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness? What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness? Amazing question, huh? Yes, Jesse, that is an amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and you just can't watch the show, you want to, you're like, Lord, I got to go and do what I got to do. Even simple things like running, walking, or whatever. You can podcast the show, of course, but you still could be listening on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And Tuesday is, every day is my favorite day, but it's one of my favorite because it reminds me of the good old days when America was amazing. And it was at one time. It wasn't all this mess you see now, that's for sure. Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Yeehaw!
All my thoughts, well, they've all been lies. They let me down every single time because the devil's been making homes inside my head. The good, the bad, the glad, the sad. If I could let them all go and give them to God, well, maybe he'd take this anger from my soul. And I'd shine like a light that's too bright to see. And I could lean on God so he could lean on me. perfect peace.
Amazing. I love that song. It's so true. It's amazing. It is more than amazing. It's wonderful, marvelous. You know what else is wonderful and marvelous? It's to really get to know thyself, to understand. And we have Sunday morning fellowship for all. And you can watch it live, or you can podcast, or you can be a part of it in person. All are welcome, all are invited. Every Sunday morning at 10:30, the doors are open. The meeting starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time and 2 p.m. Eastern time. And they are really just, I have nothing to do with them. I'm there as well. And it's amazing. And I never know how they're going to go. So I never plan them. I have a wait and see. Amazing, huh? So I was reflecting on this past Sunday meeting. You can check it out at rebuildingtheman.com/church. rebuildingtheman.com/church. And also I do counseling. We are the best counseling service on this side of the heavens. By phone, Skype, or walk-in, individual, family counseling. And one thing that I've been hearing over and over and over and over and over again, and that I've had to overcome. Every human being on the planet is dealing with this, what I'm about to share with you. So get ready. Every human being on the planet is dealing with this. Dealing with it means that there are a few people working on themselves to overcome it, but most are not, but they're still dealing with it and they don't realize what is going on with themselves. And so you have heard it. It's been said over and over and over and over again that our battle is a spiritual battle. And that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's not physical at all, not one iota. And we all heard it, whether you've been in church or not. Somebody has said it to you somewhere at some point. You've heard it. And in doing the counseling that I do and the fellowships that we hold, and when I speak in different places or on different shows, it's the same thing everywhere in all races of people. And one thing for sure, and without a doubt, it is spiritual. And what I realized is that, especially from, I've been seeing it for a long time now, but it really made clear this past Sunday. Though I hear it every day in counseling when I do the counseling thing. And what I realized is that the lie is always speaking to us. And the lie lies to us over and over and over again at a fast pace. And it lies to you while you're about to go to sleep at night, and it lies to you when you open your eyes in the morning. It's already lying to you. It's talking to you, your thoughts. And I want to tell you the difference. If I make another attempt to explain to you the thoughts, and that all thoughts, hear that out loud, all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. It doesn't matter what. Examples of what the thoughts tell you. The thoughts tell you that you have an enemy or enemies. You have enemies. You have enemies that you need to please, or you have enemies that you need to fight with. You need to make friends with your enemies, so if you can make friends with them, you have conquered something. The thoughts tell you that all of your issues are on the outside of you, that your enemies are outside. They tell you that, oh, if you get married, you'll be happy. What's wrong with you is that you need to get married. What's wrong with you? You need to have children. The thoughts will tell you this. The thoughts are telling you, you got to build a reputation and hold on to that reputation. The thoughts are telling you that you need a big house, or you need this, or you need that, and you'll be happy, or you'll be sad. They tell you different things. They tell you how your day is going to go. They tell you that you need a raise. You need more money, or you need less money. The thoughts tell you that you're so lonely. You're a lonely person. The thoughts tell you that you get married or you move here or get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, the loneliness would disappear. The thoughts tell you that you need to appease people. You need to try to get along with people. The thoughts tell you that you're depressed. You're sad. You cry. You need to cry. The thoughts tell you that you need this or that. You need to fight. You need to fight for something. Because all of your issues are coming from outside of you. They're on the outside of you. The thoughts tell you you're too short, too tall, too fat, too skinny, too poor, too rich, too white, too black, too Asian, too Mexican. They're always telling you things that is going on outside of you. And you believe it. And you identify with it. And you try to solve the issues that the thoughts are telling you. The thoughts tell you that you are a victim. And you're a victim because of your color. You're a victim because of your male or female. You're a victim because of whatever reason, illegal aliens or immigration, whatever. ICE. And you need to fight. They tell you that you're not good enough, or maybe you're too good. They tell you that you are a nice person. You need to be nice. The thoughts can even tell you that your boss looking at you like he want to fire you. There's a young lady that is working on herself, and she was at the meeting on Sunday. And she was, according to her story, she was so convinced that her boss was going to fire her that she was about to quit the job. And she has, or what she said, an amazing job, making good money, even got a raise. And she hasn't been there that long. And so she was like trying to find out if the boss was going to fire her. And at some point, the boss, this conversation came up, I don't remember how, that no, I'm not going to, you're doing a really great job, I'm not going to fire you. And the thoughts told her, he's lying. He is going to fire you. He thinks you're a DEI patient or a worker. And the thought would not even let her believe the words that the boss said. No, you're doing fine. And the thought said, no, that's not true. And that's what I want to tell you right now. Make it up, sir. The thoughts truly have you thinking that you are your thoughts, you are your emotions, and you are your body, and you are this, and you're that, and they tell you that you are your name, you are your color. That's the thoughts. And they tell every human being the same thing. I've counseled with men and women around the world, and the problems are the same. They're coming from the thoughts. The thought convinces you that there is someone there you need to defend. The thoughts tell you that one day you're going to see Jesus in heaven when you die. You're not going to see him before that. The thoughts tell you know what to pray for. You know what you want. You know what you need. You should pray for that. And you do it. The thoughts tell you that you're a drug addict. You're an alcoholic. You are this and you are that. And you go to an alcoholic meeting, drug addict meeting, and the people confirm that you are. And they tell you, stand up and say your name and say what you are. My name is so-and-so, and I'm an alcoholic, a drug addict. And they applaud. And in your mind, you start calling yourself that too. I'm an alcoholic, and you believe it. Amazing, huh? That's the thought. They're always busy distracting you from reality with a false reality. They really think that they make you think you need to accomplish something. You need to be something. You need to accomplish something, and you need to be good at it. And you stress out trying to get there, and you never do. Good enough is never enough for you. It doesn't matter how popular you are, what your color, or anything. You're just never good. You can't reach that mark. That's what the thoughts tell you. Examples of what they tell you. They tell you should be angry, hate people, be mad, go after people, be revengeful, and get a thrill from it. Because without the thought, you can't have the emotions, and emotions are evil too, and you react to those emotions. Fear, loneliness, sadness, depression, suicidal thoughts, whatever it is. Anger. There are human beings who literally believe that anger is a good emotion because the thought told them that Jesus was angry. Remember how Jesus went into the temple and he ran he tore the temple down or whatever? That's anger. And the thought convinced them that that's the kind of anger Jesus had. And they believe that anger is a good thing. You need anger to defend yourself. Amazing, huh? Here's what the truth tells you. And those are just some examples of what thoughts are telling you. You can pay attention to the ones that are happening in your head, and you'll see much, much more. Many other examples. And here's what the truth tells you. The truth tells you that your enemy is within. Your enemy is not without. It's within. The truth tells you that all thoughts are all lies all the time, and you don't need to think. It tells you to just live, just be, and live. And a no-thinking life is a perfect life. A perfect life. And you will see that everything is already done for you. The kingdom of heaven, life, whatever you want to call it, is within already. It's already been completed. The truth tells you that there's no such thing as fear. That fear is an illusion. That anger is an illusion. That sorrow and sadness is an illusion. The truth even tells you, hey, the light has no fear in it. Fear is not of the light. The truth tells you that there's nothing to fight for at all, zero. No you, to fight for. The truth tells you that it is done, it is finished, and there's nothing to fight for. That salvation is done, is at hand, it's finished, it's already done, and you have not done anything to fight for or be saved from. It's all done. All of your sins have been wiped away, and you're not a sinner. God is not sitting up there in the sky, judging you and convicting you, and the Holy Spirit is not trying to convict you to make you feel anything, because all feelings are lies. The thoughts are telling you that. The truth tells you that there's nothing to defend. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to worry about. That you are free. And the truth tells you, all you got to do is become one. Become a whole person. And you become a whole person by not thinking. It tells you that the thoughts are dividing you from being whole, from being one. But you believe the lie. And you keep going for it. When you are really free, everything is done. Salvation is at hand. But you got to stop thinking and live and be whole. Be one. It tells you that you're already free, but you keep believing the thoughts. You believe what they tell you, and you call them you. You're not your thoughts. And every human being on the planet is dealing with this. The truth tells you that, you know what? Forgive. If the truth had wanted you to be angry and depressed and lonely and lost, why would it tell you to forgive and be free? Forgive others as I forgive you, because they're lost in their head too. They're thinking just like you're thinking, and they're looking on the outside, trying to find a thrill and thinking that that thrill is going to make them free, and it doesn't. The truth even tells you, don't judge or you'll be judged. What you're doing to others, you're really doing it to yourself. You're burning while you're trying to burn other people. But to love one another, and to even love the outer, what you perceive to be your enemy, because they're miserable too. They cannot see. But you hate and you're jealous. The truth has made you free. The truth tells you that you're free, but you got to stop thinking. Come out of the prisons of thoughts. Out of the prison of thoughts. And just live, be whole. There's nothing to be feared. There's nothing to conquer. There's nothing to win. There's nothing to do anything. But you believe thoughts. You believe thoughts. What a sad way to live, huh? The truth has made you free, but the lie keeps you enslaved. The lie makes you gossip about other people, want revenge and everything. In your own family and everywhere, you won't stop, all because you think it's you. You won't even be quiet for a moment to see or not react to a thought so you can see that it's not you. The power of life, for the lack of better words, it's in the stillness, it's not in the reaction. It's in the non-reaction, it's not in the reactions. Isn't that amazing? But all your life, you've been told to react. You need to fight. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to do this, and there's no one there to stand up. Imagine this. Really, this is so amazing. There is no you. The only thing that you're fighting for and fighting with are thoughts. You think there's a you when there's no you, and because you think there's a you think there's someone to fight for. You think that you got to protect someone. Ain't nobody there. It's just thoughts and emotions. And you're not your thoughts, and you're not your emotions, but you think that you are because you believe in loud thoughts. And you won't live. The thought tell you to compare. You got to be like this person, that person, or this or that. And you try to be that way and you're still lost. Stop thinking. The truth says you don't have to do that anymore. You want to know. You don't want to think. But you won't stop thinking. And you're thinking lies that imprison your false self because there is no you. You think there's a you, but there is no you. What do you think about that, Nick? There is no you at all.
It's a bit of a relief.
It is. I like that.
Especially if I try not too hard to figure it out.
But don't try at all to figure it out. Just see it. There's nothing to figure out. You can't figure this out at all. Not 1 hour. The more you try to figure it out, the more you're going to sink into darkness and illusion.
Yeah, because the moment I start thinking about it, I'm like, I'm not all those things. So I try not too hard.
It is the most dirty thing, and you can go through your whole life trying to figure this out, and you never do, and then you die. Physical death. Isn't that amazing? There's no you to pray for because the real you has already been forgiven. I know people who are waiting to die to go to heaven when heaven is at hand. It's right here, right now. You don't have to wait for anything. All of your tears have been wiped away. There's nothing to cry about. But you believe thoughts. And you believe even words cannot express to you what I'm saying. Words are, what's that word the Christians like to use? Jesus is infallible or something like that. Is that the word they use?
Infallible, like he can't do wrong, I think.
That's what they say, right?
I think I've heard that.
Right, infallible. Words are infallible. No, words are fallible. You can't express the truth with the words. The words point you to the truth, but the words themselves are not the truth. Oh, they said the Bible is infallible. Something like that. The infallible word of God. And they have no idea what they're talking about. But somebody told them that, and now the devil repeats it, and they believe it. For those men and women of every way, rich and poor, it doesn't matter. You can be free right this very moment and never suffer again. But you got to stop thinking. And until you really grasp this, you got to become the watcher of thoughts and not call them you, because you're so in your mind one with them, so identified with them, it's hard for a lot of people to just stop it. And so for now, at least start paying attention to the thoughts and not call them you, and emotions and anger and resentment and jealousy and strife and envy. Stop calling it you. And then eventually they'll just fall away. But for those men and women who can clearly see you're not your thought, you can be free right now. As I speak, you can walk away free and never suffer again. It's done. It's finished. The job has been taken care of, and the truth has returned, and the truth lives in you already. 888-7753-773. Words only point you to the truth. Words are not the truth. It can't do it for you. Back in a moment.
I just want to say thank you for everything that you do. You've absolutely changed my life for the positive, and I just want to thank you. I was 29-year-old beta, living at home with my mom, and just was living in fear and in doubt, and I couldn't hold down a job, and then I found you, and I started listening. I started just being more at peace, and I forgave my mom, and I forgave my father, and it's like right after that, everything just changed in my life, and I was able to get a good job, and I moved out, and I live on my own now, and everything has just changed, and I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for spreading that message. It really is a positive message.
Amazing. That's good, man. I want people to know God loves us in ways that there are no words to express, because you have nothing to compare it to, right? Stay with the silent prayer. You haven't seen anything yet. It gets better. Amazing. There's nothing to prove to anyone about anything, not even to yourself, because the real self is already can see. The false self that lives in thoughts can't see. Announcement. The Hake Report is coming up at 9 a.m. Pacific time, from 9 to 11. And after that, the American Anchor Baby at 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. Amazing, huh? It is so sad that for all of us, except the men and the women who are starting to work on this, stay with it, they see it. It's so sad that you're living a lie in your imagination with thoughts. You think you're your thought. And you see the people fighting one another. Everybody got a cause. I'm fighting for equal rights, they say. I'm fighting for civil rights, they say. I'm fighting for the past or the future. I'm fighting for the next generation. I'm fighting for abortion. I'm fighting against abortion. I'm fighting for the illegal aliens. I'm fighting against the illegal aliens. I'm fighting for the Pope. And then you hear people say, my truth. You don't have no truth, idiot. Where's your truth? Where you gonna get your truth from? You ain't got no truth. Oh, man. You've been deceived in thoughts. There is no you. There's no you. There's only an illusion you. I'm going to read the Bible and then I'm going to heaven. I had a couple of people tell me that they wake up in the morning and they read the prayer, somebody else's prayer in a book. Somebody else wrote a book of prayers. They get up and read the prayer. They think they're praying. I'm like, I understand. I ain't saying that. I'm like, I understand. Because you can't convince a lost person that he or she is lost. They have to want to see that. How are you going to read somebody else's prayers in a book when the truth says you don't know what to pray for? You don't even know what you want. And you're going to pray somebody else's prayers in a book? It says to be still and know. It didn't say be still and ask for and pray somebody else. How you believe stuff like that? I understand. How you believe stuff like that? It's the thoughts. It's the devil. It's the spirits of evil. It's evil. How are you going to believe you're lonely? Who is lonely? The thoughts are telling you that you are lonely, and the moment you believe, you feel the pain of loneliness. And you say, see, I'm lonely. I got to call up somebody. I got to eat some food. I got to get drunk. I got to do something because I'm lonely. Or I'm poor. I'm black. I don't know my culture. They make up all kinds of stuff for you. Oh, by the way, Valentine is Saturday. And so for the cameo, shout outs, we have a Valentine special going on all week until Friday. I believe Friday is the last day. So go for shout outs. Valentine shout outs, weddings, I love you shout outs, whatever it is. Encourage me. Go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. Apparently, the Great White Hope, Donald Trump, either put out a video or something on True Social. And it sounded like at the end of the video, it had an image of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. And then I haven't seen it yet, but according to Google AI, on Thursday night, February 5th, 2026, the president tweeted out this video on True Social, and and somebody attached it to it or something. I don't know what happened, but it made them look like apes or something. I have to see it. And you know what? The dumb people are mad about it, and they're reacting because the spirit of evil is telling them to react. And they get the thrill of overreacting to a picture. And they think that that's love. They think they love Obama and Michelle. They think that they are good people because they're overreacting. They're mad, not knowing they're being deceived by the spirit of evil. Watch this from the Washington Examiner.
The White House has taken down a Truth Social video depicting former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama as monkeys. The White House says a staffer erroneously made the post. It was up for 12 hours. Senator Tim Scott posted to X, quote, "Praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The president should remove it." The video was mostly about vote counting technology before scrolling to an apparent AI-generated image of the Obama's faces photoshopped onto two monkeys, a racist trope. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says, quote, "This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the jungle and Democrats as characters from The Lion King." The clip from Trump's post is not from Disney's The Lion King, as the movie does not feature gorillas or orangutans. Barack Obama's former national security advisor denounced the video, calling Trump a, quote, "stain on American history." The White House has dismissed the video, calling the criticism, quote, "fake outrage."
Devils fighting devils. Why can't you just look at that and feel nothing, think nothing about it? Why can't you do that? And then now you can react, and that's what the politicians and the liberal media want you to do so you can vote for them. That's all it is. And can you feel this love tonight? It's where we are. It's just a picture. It's not you. Even if it were you, wouldn't even matter. It's just a picture. And you're overreacting, and that's what the spirit of evil want you to do. And the spirit of evil inside of others are encouraging you to do it so they can control you. Even the weak Tim Scott, I didn't even know he's still around. Oh, you got to take that down. That's racist. Well, bam. And they're just words. And you believe the words. You believe all words except the word of truth. You don't believe that. The truth says there's nothing to be mad about. Anger is not of God, not of truth. Anger is evil. Anyone that has anger is evil, and do not trust them. The Great White Hope commented, Donald Trump commented on the post aboard Air Force One, refusing to apologize. Watch this from KWTX.
post that you took down earlier today. The White House says that a staffer sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
I looked at it. No, I looked at it. I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud, and I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud in and the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down, and we turned it, you know. But that was a voter fraud.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at a lot of thousands of things, and I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine.
Amazing. See there? Emotional people are easily controlled. Whether you are angry emotional, sad emotional, love emotions, feel good emotion, nice emotion, you are being controlled and don't even know it. Because you think it's you. And you think what you're thinking is right. If you stop thinking, I promise you this, not because I can make it happen, it'll happen naturally. You will stop explaining anything to the world. You owe the world no explanation about anything. Zero. You explain the thing to evil. The same evil that's in you, your mind and emotions, it's the same evil that's in them. So you're explaining things to the devil like the devil's going to say, okay, I'll go away now. Even when people apologize, they don't mean it. They're just buying time to get back into your life and destroy you. How many times have people apologized to you and did the same thing over and over again once you let them back in? An apology is not real. It's just a buying of time. And you can prove me wrong. Think about how many times you have apologized and did the same thing over, or someone has apologized to you. Oh, I don't want to leave. I love you. I want to stay. I'm going to do right. And you let them back in, and they get worse. Because they're just buying time. They are evil. And all these words about racism and all this crap are just words. They are not true. It's the same way when the religion uses words like, you can find Christ in a book. You can find Christ over there and over here. Look yonder. When the Spirit of Truth tells you, look within. Don't look outside at all. Live from within. Everything is already in you, dummies. Well, not dummies. Crazies. And you cry. And you try to prove something to someone. It's just devils trying to prove devils are right. And devils can never.
President Trump reposted that racist video on Truth Social. The White House has since taken down the post, which depicts former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama's faces on the bodies of apes. They blamed it on a staffer. Images like the meme posted by the president are nothing new. In 2008, this cover of Vogue magazine sparked outrage from critics who said it made LeBron James look like King Kong. The depiction of people of color as apes goes back to the 18th century, when early evolutionary thinkers described Africans as being closer to an imagined primitive human state. That's just a part of it.
Amazing. The action was swift and strong. The actions were weak and pathetic. I love the way the president showed that the election message in that, and they're ticked about that. They are more ticked that the president showed voter fraud than they are about Obama and Michelle looking like monkey in a suit. Really? If somebody had done that with President Trump, they wouldn't care about that at all. Even the stupid Republican representatives who obeyed us and are afraid living in their imagination. They want power too. Oh, the president ought to take that down. It was more about the election message than anything else, and they don't want you to see that. Midterms are coming up. They want back in. But because you're emotional, you're reacting too. The devil is encouraging the devils to react, and you do it because you don't know who you are. You're not your culture. You're not what you eat. You're not your thoughts, and you're not your emotions. Here's some dumb black culture analyst said the post will dehumanize. How can a post dehumanize you if you don't exist? Watch this from WGN News.
So here to talk about the president's post and the fallout is Eric Dyson.
He is a prolific author, media commentator, black culture analyst, and professor at Vanderbilt University. Professor, thanks for joining us this evening.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, what was your reaction when you saw this on this 6th day of Black History Month? And explain to everyone what the connotation is to have black people likened to apes, the racist connotation, I should say, to apes and monkeys.
When he announced that this was Black History Month, he undercut it. He suggested that Black history has nothing to do with a special recognition of black people. It's just part of American history. I wish we could integrate black history into American history and see it as part and parcel, but that was not his attempt. Then secondly comes this racist post, if you will, that dehumanizes black people, and especially the president of the United States of America, the former president, Barack Obama. He already tried to say he wasn't a legitimate citizen.
What a mess. I've debated this guy, Dyson. What's his name?
Eric Dyson.
Michael Dyson, over and over again. Eric Dyson, several times. Intellectual, just intellectual. Intellectual people lost. It is easier for elephant to go through a needle, the eye of a needle, than it is for an intellectual person to enter into the kingdom of heaven within. Intellectual people, rich people who find salvation in money are never going to find what I'm telling you about. Even some poor people are not going to find it because they're convinced that their thoughts are from God or themselves. CANDRA, as out of, it's funny how these people get upset over stupid stuff, but when blacks kill blacks, and I have some things coming up for you about that, they don't even say anything about it. A 15-year-old girl was shot and killed, according to a story in San Francisco, a black girl. You ever heard anything about it? This just happened recently. Oh, but they're dehumanizing and they love. Cassandra is out of Indiana. Cassandra, you are on the air.
Hi.
So what?
Hello?
Is it CANDRA?
Yeah, it's CANDRA.
Oh, okay, my bad. CANDRA, you're on the air.
Okay. I called like 2 weeks ago, and I went and I did forgive my mother a few days ago. It went pretty well. And so I was just calling to ask about how to, I feel like I already have forgiven my father. I never met him though, and he passed away.
And so your question about it, that is what now?
Like, how do I know if I've really forgiven him? I feel like I have. Like, I don't have any anger towards my biological father or resentment.
Well, you're fine then. Just realize he loved you, and you'll be fine now. And what did you say to him? So you have already forgiven? Most human beings do not resent their fathers, men or women. They've just been told, those who think they resent the father, been told by their mothers they resent the father because they've taken on the mother identity. They're yearning for the father. They're not resenting the father. What did you say to your mother when you went to her?
I told her, I was like, look, I know we've had like a lot of conversations about like you coming to me and telling me how sorry you are for everything how you raised me and we're so angry and all this stuff. But I need to come to you and I need to apologize to you for being angry at you and having resentment towards you. So I'm sorry. And it felt like relief in the moment right after I said that.
Yep.
And she said, I forgive you and I really appreciate it.
She said she forgive you?
Yeah.
She didn't have anything to forgive you for. She should have just said, okay, daughter, I was wrong. You're right. But now you just move on. No more apologies. No more going back and being nice and trying to be anything. You move on now with your life. Are you doing the silent prayer?
That was another question that I had.
Okay.
I'm kind of, this might sound a little bit crazy, but I haven't done the silent prayer. My husband, he told me to do it, but he kind of gave me a warning. So I've been kind of scared to do it. He said when he first started doing it, there was like spiritual distraction. So that kind of like, so he told me to ignore it and to just keep like focus on the silent prayer or however he worded it at the time. That was like many years ago when he said this. But I just got kind of afraid. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen if I do the silent prayer? Like, demon's going to try to attack me or something?
That sounds so crazy. I don't know what he mean by spiritual what?
Distraction.
I don't know what that mean at all.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But don't let that apply to you because evil doesn't want you to be still. It would rather you hoop and holler, read a book, carry on, rather than be still. So don't believe that whatever happened with him, and I don't know what that was, don't believe that that's going to happen to you. It's not true.
Okay.
And you gotta, I mean, you don't have to, but you gotta, in order to overcome the lie of thoughts and emotions, you gotta be still. Can you hold for a minute?
Yes.
Hold on. I got to take a quick break. The hate news, not the fake news. And coming up, I'll be back in a moment. Coffee is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor. Top quality. Specialty grade beans. Good. Every dime goes back to BAR, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchy has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchy's coffee.
A whole lot of mess going on in this here old world. Am I right or am I right? This is the end of hour one already of the Jesse Peterson Show, Country and Western Tuesday. Yeehaw. The 10th of February, AD 2026. The lines are full at the moment, okay? Hang tight, callers. JLP will be right back to your calls, okay? Hang on. Hour two is coming right up. It is Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, the Hake Report, and then American Anchor, baby. Very nice. Tomorrow is punchy.tv/punchytv, PUNCHIE TV. Very cool. You can call in, even though the lines are full, just call in every so often, just in case. You'll get a busy signal right now, but just in case a line opens up, you may be able to get on hold to get on air with JLP. Nice. You can also super chat. We will get to your super chats. We see them. We appreciate them. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reports it's day 4 of the Winter Olympics. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. No, I guess Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, day 4 of the Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina, where nine gold medals will be decided over the coming hours. I heard that the medals, the Olympic medals, keep breaking, and they're going to get to the bottom of it. That's what I heard. So interesting. Shout out to the Olympians. Winter Olympians, it's kind of like a side note to the Summer Olympics, which is the real show. But shout out, it's cool. Nancy Guthrie, a second reported ransom deadline has passed in the search for Nancy Guthrie, supposed ransom, right? The 84-year-old Christian Mother of Today host. I heard she was a liberal. I don't know if this is true, but she was supposedly posting nasty things on Facebook like a boomer or older than boomer, not sure, against Trump. So she was one of those liberal Christians or anti-Trump Christians. I don't know. Today host Savannah Guthrie, also a supposed Christian, right? I think she married a Jewish guy. But anyway, missing for more than a week, this woman has been. An alleged note from her possible abductors, if she has been abducted, demanding $6 million, $6 million, by 5 p.m. Monday, 5 p.m. local time, I guess. I don't know. What would that be? Mountain time? Mountain Standard? Threatened Nancy's life if the family did not pay. Unclear if any financial transactions taken place. They wanted it in Bitcoin, supposedly, right? Savannah Guthrie recently posted another plea, like third or fourth or however many, on social media saying the family is at an hour of desperation. Desperation. You don't want to be desperate. But that's a quote. From at an hour of desperation is the quote, but believes that her mother is, quote, still out there, unquote. The FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, appealed to the public for tips and has yet to identify a suspect or person of interest in the disappearance. The plot thickens, I guess, or it's whatever. And the Epstein Files drama. Ghislaine Maxwell, it looks like Ghislaine Maxwell, but I think it's pronounced Ghislaine Maxwell, jailed for 20 years, or imprisoned for 20 years. And I don't know if she was supposed to be that, because I thought that they got some agreement, but maybe not, for conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to abuse minors, so-called, sent a message to our greatest president, Donald J. Trump, Monday, saying that if he were to grant her clemency, she would clear his name of any wrongdoing related to Epstein, as if he even needs that. The extraordinary overture disclosed by Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer during her virtual deposition before the House Oversight Committee raises further questions about so-called accountability and transparency. Trump has not ruled out the possibility of granting Ghislaine Maxwell a pardon or commuting the sentence. Meanwhile, lawmakers on the committee accuse Ghislaine Maxwell of attempting to buy her clemency by refusing to testify. Drama over nothing. And the mask ban. Ridiculous. You know how the federal judge on Monday in California temporarily blocked the state from enforcing their stupid ban on ICE agents wearing masks, you know, because they're trying to dox and harass them and threaten them and intimidate them. I'm James Hake, JLP, Hour 2.
Got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question is a doozy. What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness? What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness? Amazing question. What is it? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show, jesseleepeterson.com/show, and if you're too busy to watch the show as it's happening, you can podcast and listen to the show no matter where you are on your phone while you're moving about, doing what you got to do by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131, 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. And we're going to get to your super chats and all of that. It's the second hour on Tuesday. And as you know, every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to What me. the? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Amazing. A spiritual battle. I want to go back to the busy phone. CANDRA. I was talking to CANDRA before I went to the break there. CANDRA.
Hello?
Hi, speak up a little bit right into your phone, all right?
Okay.
So do you see that you are not your thoughts?
I'm starting to see, yeah.
And so, beautiful. Well, I highly recommend, do what you want, but I recommend you learn to be still and watch those thoughts. Do the silent prayer so you can stop reacting and watch those thoughts, and they will all be taken away from you. And as you're watching them, you will overcome them by not believing in them, and you'll find yourself just living your life without any identity at all.
Okay.
And so they are lying to you. Whatever happened with your husband when he first started, I don't know, but it's not going to happen to you. Those thoughts, which are all human beings are possessed. We're all possessed. Anyone that comes through the woman are possessed. And so we got to overcome that possession because it's of the mind, the thoughts, the feelings, the past, the future, all that stuff is not real. And so you got to, I highly recommend you do the silent prayer so you can be present in reality at all time, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
And so, again, you don't have to go back to mom and apologize anymore. You don't have to believe you still represent your father. He's inspired. And just stay present now.
Okay.
Any question about that or anything?
I don't think so. No.
Amazing. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. All right?
Okay. Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome. Bye now.
Bye.
Amazing. Let me go to William from Norway. Heard around the world. William, you are on the air.
Hello, Jesse.
Hey, William.
Hey, I called many times before about the manager. Do you remember this last time I called?
Never ask a black man if he remembers.
But I had this, like mean manager, and it was bothering me like for 2 years now. Even this morning it's bothering me. Every morning the toast come. But today I saw her on the coffee shop. She's working there now.
You have a manager that's be bothering you?
No, she was mean to me at the job, right? 2 years ago. This company.
Oh, she was mean to you at the job years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
And I quit like that day, right? And the toast have been bothering me every day, like for 2 years, non-stop. Maybe it stopped 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. But I saw her today, and I was wondering if this means something or is it just a coincidence.
Oh, so you saw this boss of yours that was mean to you 2 years ago. You saw it today?
Yeah.
And for the last 2 years, the thoughts been bothering you, or today they've been bothering you?
No, every day for 2 years. I called you many times before. So.
Oh, okay. And so you saw it today at work. Is she back at work or something? Oh.
No, she worked in another place.
Oh, okay. And when did you see her? At work?
Yeah, she was at a coffee shop, and I needed something to eat.
Oh, you saw her at a coffee shop.
Yeah, she working there.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. And you reacted to that?
Every day I'm thinking like when I see her, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna do something to her, right? But I didn't. I acted like nothing, but she said, "Do I know you before?" And I said, "Yeah." And I told her like she was like the worst manager ever.
You told her that?
But she acted like she didn't hear it. But I was wondering like if this has some meaning. Maybe this like it's time to let go, right?
What would happen if you never thought of her again?
When I think about this, I'm not really upset at her, more at me, like, because I didn't...
What would happen if you never thought of her again? You stopped thinking about her. What would happen?
I would be happy. I would be free.
So why don't you stop thinking about her? Because you're living in hell, and you heard me say those thoughts are not yours. Anyone that's into thinking are one with evil. Those thoughts are not yours. You're possessed. All human beings are possessed with thoughts and emotions. Why don't you stop thinking about it and live your life?
It's not like I choose to eat. It's not like my choice.
I know. We don't have a choice.
So
the only choice we have is to be sick of how we've been living and come out of thoughts and live. Why don't you just stop thinking about it? That's crazy that this lady been gone for 2 years and she's still driving you crazy in your thoughts.
Yeah, but again, it's not like my choice. It's not like I...
So stop thinking. Let them pass. Stop calling you your thoughts or yours, and then be free.
Okay, but this goes to my second question. Like, you say like let it go, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I was thinking about Jesus, and do you think Jesus like was helpful, or he like make our life even worse?
Do I think Jesus was helpful, or did he make life worse?
Yeah, when I think about Jesus, and when Jesus says like love your neighbor, or don't hate your enemy.
Right.
All the things he says, he's given us like rules to follow, but
Jesus came and set you free from thoughts, which is of your father, the devil.
But Jesus wasn't following. He wasn't following a rule. Like he has something he saw for himself. and it was like effortless, right?
And when you stop thinking, you're going to see it for yourself as well. You're not seeing it because you're in darkness of the imagination and emotion. All emotions are evil, the good ones and the bad ones, so-called good ones. The bad ones are imposters as well. Jesus set you free from that.
I don't believe that, because even now you're saying don't believe your thoughts, and that is like you telling me a rule, right? But you didn't follow a rule. For you, it was something you saw that you changed, right? It wasn't like the rule. Like I cannot go like, okay, Jesse told me let it go, and I go follow that rule. It doesn't work like that.
How do you know you're not doing it? How do you know it doesn't work like that? You
Because
you believe in other thought. You don't try, you do it. I didn't tell you to try it. I said to do it if you want to be free.
But it's not possible just to do it. Like
it is.
I don't understand.
Why don't you do it and find out?
Because I tried like for 3 years now.
But you're not. You've been trying instead of observing the thoughts. You still been calling them you, and you've been thinking about some lady that was mean to you for 2 years. So you're not watching those thoughts. You're one with them. Because if you were watching them, you wouldn't be moved by some stupid lady at work. That doesn't even make sense, man. You believe in those thoughts, and they're giving you all these things about Jesus made life worse, and you can't believe this and that. You still believe in thoughts.
But the
you
Jesus
think
thing,
that they're yours.
But even Jesus and you are not really following no rules, right? This is effortless for you because I've been studying you and everything.
So why don't you give it a try? Put no effort into it. Let effort go and just live. Why can't you just? Well, I know why. You don't want to. You still right now. You're listening to the devil, and you're giving me his talk, his words, his talking points.
But you don't agree with me like that. The seeing is what changes me, not the rules.
The what?
It's not really the rule that will change a person. It's more like the seeing. He has to see it for himself.
Right. So why don't you do that?
I don't. What do you mean? Why don't you do? Do I have the power to do that?
If you do it, the power will take over.
But I heard you say like.
Let me ask you this. You said this woman 2 years ago was mean to you, so you quit your job, right?
Yeah.
And so, who was she mean to?
She was mean to me. She was like playing power games and manipulation.
And so, who are you?
Who am I?
No, who are you?
I am me. I am. I don't know.
I'm sorry?
I am. I don't know who.
So how can you say she was mean to you and you don't even know who you are?
Well, I am.
Who are you talking about she was mean to if you don't know who you are? You said she was mean to you and you don't know who you are, so who was she mean to?
Me, this person, like my body, me.
Are you your body?
Of course I am my body.
How are you your body? Your body is just a physical thing that you live in. How are you your body?
That's what I mean. I don't see what you see. You understand?
Why do you say you are your body?
Because I live like that. Doesn't make sense. if somebody hits me, like I feel it.
How are you your body?
How am I my body? Come on, Jesse. I don't. I don't. How am I body? How am I not my body?
No, how are you your body?
I don't know.
So then why do you say you are your body? Where are you getting the
I feel the
ideas
pain.
from? Where are you getting the idea, because of time, where are you getting the idea that you are your body? Where's that coming from?
My normal living and
What?
living every day.
Where are you getting the idea that you are your body? Who told you that?
Well, nobody. It's just
So
something I
where
see.
did you get the idea that you are your body?
I didn't get it from nowhere. I just know.
But how do you just know you're your body? How are you your body? What's your body? What is your body?
I think we're going away from my question, but my body, like, again, I don't see what you see, but I don't understand. I don't know how to answer this.
So then, how do you know you are your body?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but okay. Let me ask you this: in church, somebody asked you, "I don't know how to see," and you said, "I know what you mean. Don't let me leave here before I tell you." But you never told him.
You see by becoming aware of those thoughts, and don't call them you, don't argue with them, don't have a conversation with them, just watch them, go on with your life, go to work, buy your donut from the coffee shop, and just let life happen while you're aware of the false life, which are your thoughts and emotions. Are you your emotions?
No, the emotions, they come and go.
And where do they come from?
They come from pain, I think.
And where does the pain come from? Emotions are pain, man. Where do you get the pain from?
Usually when I think about something painful, like...
and when those painful thoughts come, where are they coming from?
The thoughts?
And are you your thoughts?
No, I heard like the thoughts are conditioning.
Will you ever create a thought that will bring you pain?
Yeah, I think so.
You would create pain for yourself?
Yeah, I did. When I was thinking about this female, I did.
Amazing. Well, as long as you want to believe the lie that you're your thoughts, you're your emotions, and the good are good or the bad one, you can't be helped because you don't want to be helped. You love the lie and you love the thrill of feeling pain and fear and up and down and loneliness. You love it, so you don't want to let it go. I'm telling you, I'm pointing you back to the source that can help you, but you don't want that. You're still listening to the lie.
Am I right when I said to you, like, this is something I have to see?
Yeah, you're repeating yourself. I'm telling you how to see it. You want to follow that.
No, I heard you. Jesse, I've been following you 2-3 years now.
Well, then stop listening to the thoughts then.
But am I onto something here, or I'm just... I'm all wrong.
Right. You're right. You got to see it. But you're never going to see it until you stop living in the darkness of your imagination.
No, I'm doing the silent prayer now every day, 2 times. And I'm seeing, all I see is things that have, like, conflict before in my life that that bother me when I didn't speak up or things like that.
If you didn't have the thoughts, you would not have the conflict.
No, this is what I see in the silent prayer every day. Like for now, I've been doing it like this year every day.
I'm going to have to run because of time, William, but here's what I recommend. Do what you want. is that you drop the thoughts.
But I heard you say like by yourself you can do nothing, and by yourself you know nothing.
Right.
So how you can tell me drop the thoughts? Like,
But
that doesn't make
I'm
sense.
telling you to be aware of the thoughts, and being aware of them is dropping them.
By watching them.
Yep. And don't call them you. Don't conversate with them. Do nothing about it but watch them, and you are dropping them.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
Let me know how it goes.
Yes, thank you.
All right, buddy. 888-7753. 773. Let me go to Josh out of Georgia. Georgia, on my mind. Josh, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, I had a question about belief, a comment, and then I was going to answer the biblical question.
Okay.
But to not have any beliefs, it seems like I'm lying. Like you can't really try to not have a belief, but I see that belief is like an assumption. But if somebody asks me, do I believe in God? That's like communicating, right? That's just saying that's not really. I kind of don't really know what it means to believe in God, but I see that it makes sense to me that there's a God. So belief has two meanings.
Is that your question?
Yeah.
Stop believing. Belief is keeping you away from God. A whole bunch of people believe about God, but they don't believe in God. It's just a word.
Right. I see that clearly. Okay, and that word can have, but when I'm communicating with someone, do you believe it's going to rain today, or do you believe in God? That's just like practical communication, right?
I mean, if you want to consciously talk to people about it, you could say that, but you don't need belief.
Right.
Belief keep people away from God. They just believe about Him and His Son, but they don't believe in Him at all. They don't know Him or anything. They just believe. Belief about the truth keeps you away from the truth.
Right, and I see that in me. I see that's what I be doing.
So why don't you stop believing then?
It's okay. I will. I'm just like that lady in church that didn't want to come on stage. I'm just like that. It's like something freezes you, and I see that in me. So that was really interesting.
And do you know that that's an illusion? The fear is not even real?
No, it is. Yeah, I do know it is. But
you know it's not real?
Yes.
So why don't you dive into it? You just go down into it so you can go through it and see that it's not real.
I will.
All right. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that was told, like, it's different. It's different, comes in different variations. Like, it's easy to see that lady that didn't want to go on stage and be like, if that was me, I would love to go on stage. But for me, it's like not going with no thrills or no inaction. That's I don't know. I always freeze and I can't not do anything, if that makes sense.
I was looking at, there was a young lady at the meeting on Sunday that Josh was referring to, and she was totally afraid to come on the stage there. I mean, and I'm looking at her and I can see the fear in her mind and emotion that would keep her from going up there. She didn't realize that had she gone up there, that she would have gone through that fear. She would just relax in it, and she would have seen that it was never real. Fear stop human beings from living. It stop you from going through life and having a life.
Yep, and I see that in me over and over and over again, you know, so.
Next time fear comes, relax in it and go through it.
All right.
Amazing. So you want to respond to the biblical question?
Yeah.
What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness?
I'd say it's assumption and jumping to conclusions and speculation and belief. You know, they're all those words mean the same thing to me. You know, it's just like that. They're all thoughts. So, you know, those are all synonyms to me. They all, you know, assumption and speculating. So if you just have none of that, then that's what keeps you away from.
Amazing. Well, I appreciate you responding to the biblical question, Josh, and I'll put my little 2 cents in on Sunday.
All right, man. I'll be watching.
All right. Stay with it, man. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Yes, sir.
All
Will
right.
do.
All right. Now.
All right.
888-77 Jesse. Let me go to Harold out of Minnesota. Harold, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how are you?
All is well, Harold.
It's heard. It's heard. Like, can you hear me?
Oh, it's heard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I was just wondering your aspects on how you see things as far as genocide. And like I heard you mentioning that you was going to discuss a little bit about the killing of blacks on blacks. Like how you feel that black people could stop that, or
how they should stop killing one another?
Expose it. Yeah, like it's like.
There's
like
only one way they're going to stop. Only one. They got to stop being angry. They got to come out of their imagination. Like all human beings, if they want to be free, they got to stop being angry. They got to forgive their mothers and return to their fathers by forgiving their earthly father so God can forgive them. And then the killing will stop. They'll listen to the same voice of evil because all human beings are possessed. They're listening to the voice of evil, and the voice of evil is causing them to go out and kill one another and others.
Right. Amazing.
Amazing.
So how do you get that to the rap culture? Because I feel like the rap culture is more of a rap cult, like it's a cult.
Well, you can't get the truth to anyone that don't want to hear it, so you shouldn't impose it on them. You should not force them. Only those who want the truth, they will start looking for it, and they may ask you about it. But you can't save anyone at all, not even your own children, your own parents, or anyone.
Amazing. You're right. You're absolutely right about that, though. But
so let them suffer until they're ready.
So I wanted to know how you feel about the Great White Hope. How you feel about him intervening about it? Do you think he could intervene as far as black on blacks killing each other more? Like,
I mean, they should enforce the law in the same way they enforce the law for anyone. I got to take a break here. Thank you, buddy. Back in a moment. So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working. And I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents. And I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer. And it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church. Amazing. 888-77 Jesse. Couple quick announcement. Like the videos. I forgot to mention that. Like the videos. I do appreciate it. And support us on social media. Jesse Lee Peterson on Instagram. JLP Talk on X. Rumble.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. Cozy.tv/JLP. Like, follow, comment, ring the bell, subscribe, and all that. And don't forget, Valentine's Day is this Saturday, if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. I do shout-outs, and there's a special on for Valentine's shout-out until Friday. So, and any shout-out, weddings, congratulations, love, whatever it is you want to say, go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. And also, don't forget to check out Punchy's TV, PUNCHIE.TV, Punchy's TV. Every Wednesday they put new episodes of Punchy's TV there. They're amazing. Check them out and support us. You can donate by going to rebuildingtheman.com/donate, or you can mail it to P.O. Box. Make the check or money order out to Bond and send it to P.O. Box 35090, LA, California, 90035. Or you can call us and make the donation at 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Or you can hit the QR code and support Bond. So there are no excuses. And it's a 501c3. So you get some money back. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you all. Super chat.
Super chats. Bert bought 10 coffees on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. It's just super chats, guys. It's not actual coffee. Biblical question answer. The chief cause of spiritual sickness.
What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness?
Is darkness. When you are unaware, you're becoming sicker and sicker. When you're in the light, you're healing.
Amazing. Thank you. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
YOU''RE. But thank you, Bert.
Right on.
Kevin on Cash App. A couple of Cash App tips. Tithe on tips, he says, and very generous. God is great.
Thank you, Kevin. Amazing. And thanks for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome, Mevic3835, new Jesse Lee Peterson channel member on
right
YouTube.
On. Thank you. Oh, amazing.
Birdie Bound B.
Birdie Bound B.
Brian. Birdie Bound Brian. Biblical question.
What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness?
A lack of understanding.
Thank you.
Birdie Bound B.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Nikki bought 5 coffees and then 5 more coffees. I used to confuse complaining with asking for help and completely wore myself out trying to help. Now, how do you deal with people who love to complain? Sincerely, a worn-out doormat, laughing with sweat coming down. Nervous laugh.
Don't judge them and don't listen to their complaints. Amazing.
And that second 5 coffees from Nikki, I always thought complaining was a disease because it comes from dis-ease, a lack of ease, laughing with sweat. Why would anyone want that? Triple question mark. What? White woman. Face palm.
A white woman?
Yeah.
Because human beings love the thrills of complaining, of pain. They love pain. The so-called good pain or the bad pain. They love it, and they don't want to let it go. Those who want to let it go will let it go. Thank you. That's amazing. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Jermaine, this morning I was fighting so much evil in my mind. What a mess. Fight, fight. Would I just let it go? Fighting is so evil.
You could be free. You could be free right now. Just like at the twinkling of an eye. Just let the thoughts go. And you'll be fine. Be one, be whole, instead of being divided. Amazing. Thank you.
Nikki Scripps World, the best boxers train not to box with anger.
Rest my case. Thank you.
Very nice message there. Ball City donated 150 gold pills on pill.net/Jesse Lee Peterson.
Right on. Thank you. Good morning, pill.net.
My thoughts are telling me, quote, stop looking at me and get back to planning this heist, unquote. Shrugging man emoji.
All human beings are psychologically possessed, emotionally possessed. It's not you, but it's the spirit of evil that made a home in you, in your mind. You're not your thoughts. You're not your body. You're not your emotion. You're not the past. You're not the future. Amazing. Thank you.
Over on YouTube, Fazul make comedy great again. Everybody gets got in laughs.
Amazing. Thank you. Except baby Jessica's daddy.
A couple of Rumble rants from Commander Kim. Unlike Jesse or Uncle Jesse, the left and Rhino are overreacting to Trump's monkey video because it's about election fraud. They don't want you to know about stolen elections. So says Commander Kim. I disclaim the views expressed here do not represent Bond, JLP, Hake. Thank you, Commander Kim.
That's why people are overreacting, because they're trying to get something. And it's all an act. It's a showcase personality. It's not even real. Amazing. Thank you.
Commander Kim with another Rumble rant. The left and Rhinos destroyed Roseanne Barr's career because she made a joke about Valerie Jarrett being Planet of the Apes to distract from Valerie being part of Muslim Brotherhood and the Auto Pen.
Amazing. Rose is making a comeback now.
Indeed.
Right on.
You can't keep a good woman down.
That's right.
Jim in Alaska. Happy Country and Western Tuesday, Jesse and Bond crew. Triple exclamation mark. Love that song, Pete. I hum it every day. Quintuple exclamation mark.
Right on. Thank you, Jim. Amazing. I love that song, too. Thank you, Jim.
Anthony,
for everything, too, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah. Anthony L. with a big toothy grinned, open mouth, smiley sticker. I'm trying to imitate it.
Right.
I'm not doing it justice.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony L.
Yep.
LB007. Ligma. No message. Thank
right
you,
on.
sir.
Thank you.
Marcus G says, seems like everybody's in their thoughts today except for baby Jessica's daddy. What a mess. Scrunched, crooked smile emoji.
That's right. It's so amazing, too, that it's just a thought. Your misery, your false happiness, your sadness, your tears, your loneliness, your suicidal thoughts, your revenge are all just thoughts. Isn't that amazing? And they're not even your own. And you call it life. You heard William from Norway. He said he is his body. How you think? Who's going to believe that they're their body? And Christ never gave body any attention. He never called himself his body because he knew that he was whole. He was one. Amazing. Thank you.
Brian's mad one, I think. Trump is amazing. Say his name, Jesse.
Great white hope.
Jack B on Cash App. The house that Jack built. LOL.
This is the house that Jack built, y'all.
Pastor Chatterley on Pill.net. Clawing open a subway door because someone said a word that you use every day is black excellence.
Amazing. Thank you. That's right.
Triple exclamation mark. And thank you guys. I do believe, I could be wrong, that's all for now.
Thank you. Amazing. Amazing. After the show today at 9, I got to do 3 more hours of brand new episodes of The Fallen State. So, and I feel my voice fading. Let me go to BRANDI out of Hawaii. BRANDI, You are on the air.
Hey, Josie.
Hey, BRANDI.
Hey, I wanted to call last Thursday, but I didn't wake up in time. I wanted to read a Bible verse to you.
Okay.
Do you mind if I do it on a Tuesday? I
Yeah,
can
that's
call back
fine. Yeah,
Thursday
go
or
ahead.
something else. Okay. Deuteronomy 28. Sorry. Sorry. 43 to 44. The foreigner who resides among you will rise above you higher and higher, but you will sink lower and lower. They will lend to you, but you will not lend to them. They will be your head, but you will be their tail. I thought that fits for what's happening in America right now.
What a mess, huh?
Yeah, it says the foreigner will rise above you. Isn't that
It's hard.
crazy?
Even though I see it and I believe what I see and it's happening, it's hard for me to believe that my country has been taken over in the way that it has been. It's like totally gone now. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, isn't it?
Well, I can watch it because I understand what's going on, but it's just amazing that this is and has happened.
Yeah, I think of the good old days where, people knew right from wrong and they stood behind it. It seems like a lot of people are bowing to these people. They live in a crazy world with them.
Yep.
But do you mind if I read a Koran verse?
Real fast because it's not Bible thumper. I didn't know you're gonna want to read another one. Go ahead.
It's from the Quran. It's from the Quran, not from the Bible.
Okay.
It's the Quran 9.5. When the opportunity arises, kill the infidel wherever you find them. And these people are in our country.
And they believe that we are the big Satan, we are the infidels, and they believe that the Jews are the small Satan, Israel is the small Satan, and infidels. And they say, you can kill them.
Yep, we allowed the Trojan horse in, and now we're gonna have to fight them.
Amazing. Thank you, BRANDI. I
I'll call back
appreciate it.
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call me back on Thursday.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. Amazing. Let me go to Destin. Destin out of Washington State. Destin, you are on the air.
Hi, it's Stetson, like the hat, like the cowboy hat.
Oh, he has Destin.
Yeah, I know. Bill, it's okay.
Right on.
Just something about righteous anger that
Come to your phone, Destin.
Something about righteous anger that I have been revealed about. So a couple months ago, somebody hit me with a stick when I was riding my bicycle. And I called and I talked to you about it, and you said, just drop your anger.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to. Growing up in the church, everybody tells you that you have righteous anger because Jesus had righteous anger. So it's just really hard to connect those dots with what you're teaching now versus what I was taught. And it's really hard to get that undone. And then I kept on searching the Bible and searching myself, and I came across Isaiah 41:10, where it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand." And I had to read that again because I was taught that I have righteous anger because Jesus had it, and God and Jesus and all of that.
Yeah.
And then when I read that again, I'm like, wait, I will uphold you with my righteous hand.
Yeah.
As in, we don't have like God's power. What he said, like, that's my righteous hand. That's not your righteous hand. And then when people talk about tossing tables like Jesus did, at that time, it would be similar of today is if you walked into the Federal Reserve Bank or you walked into the Vatican and you started upending their tables because it's the principle of it. It's not like you don't have anger. So like if somebody hurts you, you don't have that anger to go hurt them because Jesus threw tables. And that's how my brain thought, because that's how I was taught. And I was taught and I learned wrong. And I just have a new understanding of righteous anger. And only God can have righteous anger.
That's amazing.
I don't think we can have it. Like people want to say like, well, Jesus had it. Like, well, we're not Jesus. And the reason why Jesus was tossed in those tables was because he had righteous anger from God for that principle of what the priests were doing in the temple and all of that type of stuff. Like, you having righteous anger because somebody called you a name, that doesn't equate.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of like my thought process on it right now. And just like being hit by that guy when I was riding my bike, not doing anything. I mean, like it didn't hurt my body. It hurt whatever that anger was. And once I dropped that anger and I thought that fictitious thing that wasn't there, it was revealed to me as like, oh, that's what he was meaning by that. So we don't have righteous anger to go flip tables. That's just my thought process on it. And I just want to thank you for your platform, what you give, and people can come in and share stories of what they've gone through and how they've overcome and they've gone through these things. So I just want to say thank you so much for what you do. And I know you got a lot of other callers on, so I'll let that go.
Thank you, Stetson. You stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. That's amazing.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
All right, buddy. Amazing. Joseph is out of New Jersey. Joseph, you are on the air.
Hey, what's up, brother?
All is well.
Nice to hear from you again.
Thank you.
I just had a question. It's not a Bible thumper thing, but it was just I was a little confused on.
Oh, this is our Joseph.
Yeah, it's me.
Amazing. I thought
What's
you
up,
were
brother?
a white guy.
No, I am. I'm the white Joseph.
I know. You're white as snow.
I just had a question. I've been doing your assignment on being a doormat.
Yes.
And it's showing me a lot on like what I'm not. And I read a Bible verse, and I'm just a little confused. It's John 1:5, and it says and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. And I guess I guess you can say that my question is that that you're going to say that this is the devil, but like I want to get to know myself, and it's starting to become a lot easier from doing the assignment about being a doormat, that a lot of like me wanting to know and me wanting to comprehend is really just the devil. It's not me.
Yep.
And I do understand that, but I guess I'm just a little confused, because in one sentence you're saying that that you will know, like you'll know yourself, but it's starting to just become just something that I'm not, because like everything in life, in order to know something, you have to put a name on it, like this is a car, or this is this is that, or this, and that's how you know things. But with this, there's no nothing to it, and there's not like a name that you can put on like my life, and I really don't understand that, if about like knowing myself, like that's what's so confusing to me.
And so your question is what?
That in one sentence you're saying that I will know myself, but I'm starting to realize, like, through the Doormat assignment, that it's really just disassociating with things that I'm not. And I guess that's where, like, Jesus says, you know, like, I am. It's kind of like there's not a name to put on, like, my life, and I'm just, like, confused with that, you know? because basically it's just, I know you can say this is the devil, and I totally get this, like, what I'm about to say, you know, but basically you're telling me to believe in nothing, and when my body drops, you know, that I'm just going to be straight. It's just kind of crazy that's what that, you know, because it's just like everything in my life, you know, I always had to, like, to do something, or, you know, like, I have to put in some type of effort, or I have to, like, understand something. And just even that Bible verse of, you know, the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. It's just like you're just basically telling me up until I'm up in my coffin, you know, like I have to just live, and that's it. Like, there's just nothing to anything to myself, and I just don't understand that.
And what does that verse mean to you that you read?
Even this question is technically wrong, but I just have to ask it just for the sake of asking it, you know?
Okay.
Because it just seems just insane that, you know, just any aspect of that I think of myself is basically wrong, is what you're telling me.
It is wrong.
Yeah. So it's just so
you
crazy.
You would never know yourself by thinking of yourself.
Yeah.
And so
but
go ahead.
But sorry. But I guess that's one of my questions, is that my whole life I had to think about something in order to know.
You were lied to. You didn't have to think. You were doing better not thinking.
Yeah. No, I understand that. But I guess, but there's not really...
Hold on, Joseph. Let me take a quick break. Don't hang up. Hold on.
No problem.
Hold on. I got to take a break. The hate news is coming, not the fake news. And I'll be back in a moment. Amazing.
You know, I'm 32 years old now, and I've been clinically depressed since I was 17 years old. And ever since I started listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that, because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I just can't even, you know, begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this, and young men need to know this message that you're delivering, because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
Some serious mess going on in this here old world. Am I right or am I right? I'm right. This is the end of hour 2 already of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Country and Western Tuesday, the 10th of February, AD 2026. The lines are full, but you can call in right now, even during hake news, not fake news, to get on hold just to see in case a line opens up. Although, callers, I do encourage you, hang tight. JLP will be right back to your calls. But in case a line opens up, you can call in every so often, okay? To get on hold, to get on air with JLP. And after the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, you can call in and talk to Hake. That's me. The Hake Report, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 Pacific Time, 11 to 1 Central, noon to 2 Eastern Time. And then American Anchor, baby, after Hake, 11 to 1 Pacific. That's 1 to 3 Central. That's 3 to 5 Eastern, or whatever. No. 2 to 4 Eastern. What a mess. I can't do math. Okay, so, and we will get to more of your super chats. Right on. You can super chat via buymeacoffee.com/JLPtalk or bond at JLP on Cash App or D Live or YouTube or Rumble or even pilled.net or even Odyssey, ODYSEE.com/@ Jesse Lee Peterson. Cool, huh? A mask ban. The federal judge in California yesterday, temporarily blocked the state from enforcing its so-called ban on most law enforcement officers from wearing masks during operations. U.S. District Judge Christina Snyder, SNYDER, in Los Angeles granted the Trump administration's request for a preliminary injunction, finding that the ban unlawfully discriminates against federal agents. Snyder, however, this Christina gal, kept in place another law requiring federal officers operating in the state to display either their name badge or badge number. Ruling is a partial win for the Trump administration, which challenged the policies in a federal court last year, insisting both be thrown out to protect federal agents who from being doxxed, harassed or harassed, intimidated, and other things, because we have communists, Antifa, we have terrorists, un-American activities in this country all over the place. And DHS, Department of so-called Homeland Security, funding. Republican and Democrat negotiators have made little, meaning very little, progress on the funding deal for a Department of Homeland Security, as they face an agency shutdown by the end of the week. Democrats have sought to make major reforms to ICE and Border Patrol, reforming them, tying their hands behind their backs so they can't enforce the law rightly, I imagine. Republicans are refusing their key demands. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries blamed Republicans for stalled negotiations on a deal to fund DHS, which includes FEMA and TSA, to Transportation Security Administration, and Federal Emergency Management, whatever. Either they're going to agree to dramatically reform the way in which ICE and other immigration enforcement agencies are conducting themselves, or they're going to make an explicit decision to shut down the Coast Guard, shut down FEMA, and shut down the TSA. So warned Hakeem Jeffries. Sounds like he wants to do those things. Anyway, U.S.-Canada bridge. Did you hear about this? President Trump is threatening to block the opening of a new bridge connecting the USA and Canada. Again, lashing out at his country's northern neighbor over a range of economic issues as the rift between Washington and Ottawa. Did you know Ottawa? I guess that's the capital of Canada? I don't know. The rift deepens. Trump said he would, quote, not allow, unquote, the opening of the Gordie, Gordie, Gordie Howe, Howe, Gordie Howe International Bridge, a 1.5-mile structure, a 1.5 mile long structure connecting Detroit, Michigan, USA, and Windsor, Ontario, Canada, until the United States is fully compensated for everything we have given them, said Trump. Major construction on the bridge is complete. It's expected to open this year after a period of testing. Common Nonsense has reached out to the White on the Inside White House and to Canadian officials or un-Canadian officials for comment. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP, Hour 3.
To stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53-773, 888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question, a doozy. What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness? What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness? Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. If you're running around, you can podcast the show, but you can still listen on your phone, no matter where you are and what you're doing. On your phone, by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday, third hour on Tuesday, and every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to me. What the? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Amazing. 888-77-JESSE. I want to go back to New Jersey and talk to Joseph out of New Jersey. So, Joseph, your question for me is what?
I guess, like in one sentence, like you're saying that I will know, but then also like with the Bible verse, and I understand it because it's like my mind and my thoughts and stuff that I will never be able to comprehend. And I don't know. I know you can say that this is the devil, but I guess I think it's just because I just want to like lock this down and make sure that I'm not like stuck in hell forever. And I totally get that can be like, you know, the devil and stuff. Like I want to know, and I totally understand that. But just for the sake of conversation, like because you gotta understand, this is like literally flipping my whole like life like upside down, and it's like a completely like brand new thing. And it's just like unheard of, you know, to basically like, you know, you never hear this to, you know, don't try and put in no effort and, you know, just live your life and like you're already saved and everything's already like fine and you just have to just doubt every thought. You know, I've always had to like put a name on something, and even now this is like with the identity of like myself, you know, to not even do that. I guess that's what Jesus was talking about when he was just saying, like, I am, you know, because there was nothing to identify with his life. He was just doing God's will. And I guess, I don't know, I was just calling in because I read that Bible verse, and here I am, you know, like I want to know and I want to, you know, make sure I'm straight. And I was like, you know, this could just be the devil. And I totally get that, but it's just so crazy that, you know, this is absolutely crazy. So I just had to just get some clarification, you know, because this is absolutely just insane, just how your church works and stuff. I haven't seen a church on the entire planet like this, you know, so.
And so that verse to you, what do you realize from that verse you read?
I know that even this question of, you know, like me wanting to know or me wanting to comprehend or understand is just another thought. That's just another devil. And I have to just sit in that and just take it. And I totally understand, but you can understand like why I would want to understand. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just absolutely crazy that basically you're telling me that I'm already saved and that I'm basically just gonna live forever, even when I drop my body, and I just have to I don't want to put the word trust on it, but just for the sake of conversation, just trust that is correct. And it's just like, it's just so much on the line of like my life of, you know, on being stuck in hell forever and just trusting this. And I understand putting a word of trust is another thing, but just for the sake of conversation, just that I have to just trust this, you know? Because I realized like, oh, like here I am like trying to want to know, and like I'm doing like your assignments and watching your services and stuff, and you know, like even the silent prayer, like I would go home and be like, okay, you know, like I gotta do the silent prayer, and it's just starting to like become my life, the silent prayer, and it's no longer becoming a thing of like, here's what I'm doing, and you know, like it's just like, oh, like this is, I wake up and it's like I don't want to say like routine, but it's just starting to like become my life, and it just feels crazy to just drop everything that I associate with my life, and you know, any type of me wanting to know or anything is a lie. It's just insane, you know. So yeah.
So if you want to know the truth, you're going to have to stop thinking about the truth or even wanting to know the truth. You can't want for anything. And if you want to know the truth, if you want understanding, stop thinking. And immediately you will have understanding. And that's what it means by the light shine on the darkness, but the darkness perceive it not. The intellect cannot know or understand the things of the truth. The darkness is shining on the intellect, which are the thoughts and the emotions, but the thoughts and emotion cannot comprehend the light. It cannot understand. So you got to stop thinking about these things and just live it. Stay present and live. Go your work, do your job, your physical labor. You know, you got to do your practical thinking on your job and what you want to eat, but you don't live by that. And other than that, there's nothing else to think about. And the imagination, the thoughts would never understand God or the truth or even Jesus Christ or anything. It cannot do it even if it wanted to, because it's far away from God. It's darkness, and the darkness hate the light. All thoughts, whether so-called good thoughts or nice thoughts or bad thoughts or sweet thoughts, and thoughts are all evil. They're all dark.
Yeah.
And that's why the religious people are lost, because religion keep people away from God by teaching you about God.
Because you think you know and stuff.
Uh-huh. And you go around quoting it, and you think that what you're quoting is true because you believed into another lie intellectually, but you don't even realize you're intellectually believing a lie, even though it does nothing for your nature. You're still evil, you're still jealous, you still cry at night, but you still think you know the truth. And one day you're going to know God when you get to heaven. It's a mess.
So I guess because I was watching like the animated series of Jesus and stuff, and I was watching, you know, like Jesus go through like sorrow and pain, and you know, even on the cross he was like, you know, why hast thou forsaken me and stuff. And I guess like, what's the difference of like am I just going to be dealing with just hell all the way up until I drop my, like, because I guess that's my thing is
you can overcome hell right now. Right this very moment, you can drop hell and never feel hell again. Or you got to stop thinking about it. You can drop hell right now and be free. Just stop thinking.
Okay.
Why don't you stop thinking?
because I just don't trust believing in nothing, I guess. You know,
But,
like it's
but
just
the trust
absolutely
you
just
have
crazy.
about what you believe in is false.
Yeah.
You are believing in nothing.
Yeah.
You're believing in an illusion.
I understand that. I guess I don't know. I guess it's hard to communicate like what I'm
No,
really
you're
asking.
quite clear in what you're saying. You're saying
Okay.
that because of time, but you're saying that I gotta not believe. All my life I've been believing in my name. I believe in my body. I believe I'm this. I've been putting titles to things all my life, and I've been believing those titles were real. And now you're telling me that they're not real. Now I gotta let all
Yeah.
that go. How do you do that? And not have anything to believe in.
Yeah, to just drop everything is just like it's just I don't know. It's just absolutely just insane, and I think it's just I understand this is the devil too, but just it kind of feels like I don't know because I've just been doing stuff my whole life and I have to do something, and with this it's like the complete opposite. You're basically just and that's what the doormat thing is just do nothing and just take it and
yeah.
And you'll come out on the other side
100%
of it, and it's just like to I don't know. I think it's just because I want like something like written down on paper that I'm straight and that like I know and stuff. And I'm reading that Bible verse. I realize that I can't comprehend it in my mind or have any type of thought or opinion or anything about this, and it just I don't want to say I'm unworthy, and I understand that might be from the devil, but it just felt like I just needed to just call you about it because it just is like mind blowing, and that there's nothing for me to do or anything other than
there's nothing to be sad about. There's nothing to be worried about. There's no such thing as stress. You don't have a future or a past. You don't have anything but illusions that you live by. And that's what thought does. Every decision you ever made, except for the practice one, go to work and stuff like that, but every other decision has been from evil, and they were never yours.
So just a little, like a really quick question. So basically when I'm just present and I can see that I'm not my thoughts and stuff, is that just me like looking through like God's eyes in a way?
Yes. It's the light of God shining on that. Absolutely.
Okay. I guess that's what I just needed to hear. Because there's just, because I guess that just helps me like just drop everything. Because I was just watching like the animated series of Jesus and how he was like going through like a bunch of stuff
but Jesus would the movies and things make Jesus look sad and crying and upset. Jesus never was sad about anything. And Jesus never died. The only thing that Jesus died from was the false self. So that you can die from the illusion of self. But Jesus was never sad. He didn't, even when he was on the cross, he wasn't sad about being on the cross. The cross was about showing that evil people put Christ on the cross. It was evil, jealous people of Christ, and they didn't want to put him on the cross. But Christ didn't die on the cross.
Okay.
His physical body left the earth, but he didn't die on the cross. And the purpose of getting on the cross was to show you that they hate him because he was of God. He was of the truth. And evil people hate, even in the world today, when people attack you, they're doing it because they are evil and they hate the light in you, or they're trying to find somebody else to fight with so they can feel a false sense of life. They can feel good.
Yeah, I was seeing that like he didn't like defend himself and certain things. He would answer questions and stuff, but he didn't defend himself because
there was no one there to defend.
Exactly. And that's what the whole doormat assignment is about. It's
Absolutely.
To just drop everything.
Yes. Drop the thought and you could be free. The emotions and everything would disappear. There would be no more sadness, no more emotion, no more good, happy, false happiness. Satan even make people think they're happy when they feel good. They think they're happy, but it's just a setup for another tear.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had to, I understand that, I just having doubts and stuff, but I guess that just, I know it's from the devil and stuff. But,
Yeah, doubts are just thoughts too. Watch them and don't call them you.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's just, something, I guess that's what the whole thing about fellowship is, I don't have anybody to to talk about with this. And then if I do say anything to anybody, I do sound crazy. And then just one little quick thing. You told me last time that
they thought Jesus was crazy too. Who is this crazy man speaking this way? But go ahead. You're about to say what? Go ahead.
Yeah, just a real quick thing. Last time I talked with you, you said to not tell anybody, like what I'm going through and stuff. And I know this is the devil and stuff, but it kind of weighed on me when you said that because, when I first found this and stuff, I told people and then I wasn't like the best example. And I feel like I know not to judge myself or hold it against me, but I definitely did tell people about this. And then later on, I don't want to say fell away, but, I just went back into my imagination. I just believed the lie. And I definitely wasn't like the best example. And, I am sorry for doing that. I'm not holding it against me, like judging myself, but I guess I was just wondering, like what your thoughts were with that, because I definitely did do that.
Well, don't be sorry about that. Just realize you were unconscious when you did it. And that those people, because they're not working on themselves, they don't know, they have no understanding about what you're talking about because they're into the intellect. And the intellect cannot know the truth. So they didn't understand. And at the time, you thought it was okay to go and tell somebody. But that was then. This is now. Let the thought about that go to and just live now. There's no you to feel sorry about that or anything. That's still the ego.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand the feeling sorry. I felt like, it can kind of like lock people in like deeper confusion because you say one thing and then do another. And then it's kind of like what the churches are doing now, like it just makes you like not believe in God anymore. And it just kind of like, and I understand it weighing on me as the devil and me thinking about it is the devil. But I just wanted some clarification on that because I definitely did. I don't want to say I did that, but, just for the sake of conversation, I definitely did do that. So
yeah,
I just wanted some.
So don't even remember it. Don't think about it at all. Just understand that these people, those who are not working on themselves, they can't understand what you're going through. And if you do tell them about it, they're going to give you a false sense of salvation. They're, I understand. I feel so bad for you, or blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to get a thrill from telling them about it. And so just from right now, don't tell them. Just quietly go through it, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping my mouth shut now. I understand not to do that because it definitely it just causes more confusion and it just blocks people from seeking the truth and stuff. I know people can figure it out on their not figure it out on their own, but like go to God of their own. If they just ask for it.
Right.
But
that's not
it definitely is.
When you told them and then they saw a weakness or whatever, that wasn't blocking them from seeing God. They didn't want to see God anyway. And because if they did, they would understand what you were feeling and what you were going through and not judge it because they would know it wasn't you. So you didn't block them from seeing God at all. It's not your responsibility or fault that somebody is seeing you in the wrong way.
Yeah. I think it's just because I know you say that, like you can go to God on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. And that, you know, like I didn't need you because I remember telling you like a while ago, like I was saying like thank you, and you were like don't thank me, you know, like you could have. I was like, you know, how do people find Jesus if they never heard about the story? You know, like people that are just like living in Africa and they don't have the internet or anything. And you were just saying that, you know, like they can go to him like on their own, you know, like they don't need me to find him. But I just always felt that it was, even though you say that this might be a lie right now, that what I'm about to say, but you know, I kind of needed someone like you to hear it, because, you know, I would have just kept living my life, kept believing my thoughts, and just,
Yeah, you
and I
need
know
a
that
good
it's
teacher
what
to
if,
point.
but
You need a good teacher to point you back to where to look for him. Look within. The
yeah,
kingdom of heaven is within.
yeah,
And,
okay,
and a good teacher would not become your teacher, but they would point you to the teacher, which is within.
exactly. I get that.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you taking my call, man. Always nice talking to you.
You too, and you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Call me again.
I will.
But stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And drop the thoughts. And you can be free right now. There will be no more sorrow, no more sadness, no more worry, no more past, no more nothing. If you drop the thoughts, it's an illusion.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to see that with the doormat
Right
assignment and stuff. Yeah. Amazing.
Amazing. Good
Thank
talking.
you, brother.
Good talking, Joseph.
Nice talking to you too.
All right,
Bye.
buddy. Bye now. 888-7753. 773 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to first time caller FAIRA out of Dallas, Texas. FAIRA, you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, sir.
All right, that's good to know. My question is, why should there be two Super Bowl halftime shows? I'm more about unity. And if it was the other way around, would you be okay if there's an alternate for, like, you know, Bad Bunny, Kid Rock, vice versa?
I'm sorry. Repeat that or speak right into the phone.
Yeah, I'm just picking up the phone. I was thinking, like, why are there two different halftime shows?
Why are there two different halftime shows?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that means.
Like Super Bowl halftime shows.
They have two halftime shows?
Yeah.
I never watched football, so I have no idea.
Oh, well, basically, like, you know, Bad Bunny, it was all Spanish, but then they did a Kid Rock, you know, halftime show alternative.
Was that at the football game?
Yeah, well, it wasn't at the football game. Bad Bunny was. Kid Rock was at another location.
And are you saying that he should not have been there?
No, I'm just asking, why shouldn't there just be like just one halftime show? Why is there an alternative? That's my question.
Oh, I don't know. I'm being told right now is that apparently there was one at Turning Point USA, right?
Yes.
And I'm told it was just a pro-America thing to compete with Bad Bunny.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but that's what I'm being told right now.
All right, I appreciate the question.
No, you're welcome, Steve.
All right, thank you.
Ferrara. Thanks for calling, buddy.
All right, you're welcome.
Right now. 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to California and talk to River out of California. River, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, do I sound okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
First, I just wanted to say I appreciate your teachings about, like, don't follow people who have anger.
Yes.
Because there's been a few people these last few years, Andrew Tate specifically, where, like, they teach a lot of good stuff, but I'm watching them the whole time in the back of my head. I'm thinking what you said, where I'm like, yeah, it's great and everything, but he's angry. Or
Yeah.
he's angry. So
Yeah.
he's leading us to hell. Or
Absolutely.
So that was the big thing. And the other thing was,
The one
you know,
thing
for a while,
sure, the truth does not live in an anger. An angry person does not know the truth because they're of the lie. They're of their father, the devil. But their intellect make them think they know the truth, and they're being deceived.
Right, and it's all ego.
Yeah.
And I saw that because, you know, for a while they put up a good facade, and then eventually you see the anger come out and the evil, and then it all turns into a big mess.
That's right.
I will say one thing, though, man. Like, I've been watching you for years. I've called a few times. I actually drew you a little something and sent it to you. But, you know, what's funny is, like, for the last couple of years, you know, my ego's been... And it's like,
Your
lately,
ego been
I've
what
been
now?
seeing that I see now that people do actually love their hell.
Yeah.
And I see now that I didn't want to admit it, but I kind of do too. And I hate to admit it, but I'm like, dude, I love the, you know, you say people love the excitement of the emotions and all that. And it's like, you know what? He's right. I do. It's exciting.
Yeah. They love it just like going to a football game. They love the noise. They love the escape mechanism of good feelings and bad feelings, and they love it. And so that's why they won't overcome it. They love it. If they didn't love it, they would drop it just like that.
By the way, I told my mom that a little while ago, and the hell came out of her so fast. I was like, emotions are evil. And she was just like, oh my God, how could you say that?
What a mess.
Man. This is the same mom that called you a false prophet, and I'm just like, okay, Mom, all right, let's calm down. So anyway, I just want to say I love you, man. I appreciate you, and you know, appreciate all your teachings.
Right on. You stay with us. Stay with us. You haven't seen anything yet, man.
Oh, one thing. So you were saying, like, when I catch myself in the hell and I catch myself loving the emotions, like, judging myself for that is more hell. So I should just not do anything. Don't react to my own reactions.
Absolutely.
100%. Gotcha. Sometimes it's hard because I'm in my head. I'm like, oh, there I go doing it again. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I'm doing the thing, reacting to doing the thing.
That's right. All you need to do is see that you're in it. And let's say that you're caught up in an emotion before you can catch it. Just don't react to that either. Just know your inner thought and come back to present, meaning be aware of right now, know where you are and what you're doing at all times. Because all that stuff that's happening is not you at all.
I think the last caller nailed it when he's like, but I feel like I have to do something. And then I realized that's ego and pride feel like I have to be the one to do a thing, which would imply that God doesn't or can't do it for me. You know?
Plus, we've been taught and told all our life we need to do something. There's something we need to do. There's nothing we need to do. If you want to be free, you can't do anything. Nothing.
Right, and that kind of goes to the false teachings of some churches where they're like, oh, you got to earn forgiveness. You've been a bad boy.
They lied to you. That's why I've reminded the people that God is not involved in religion at all. Anyone that's teaching you religion is of their father, the devil.
Yep, absolutely. I always had a feeling it was something like that because I never resonated with a lot of these churches and all that stuff.
Right on.
But one last question. Do you remember a couple of years ago, I sent it to you, it was blue and red. It had your name in the middle and a bunch of like spikes coming off of it. I don't know if you remember that.
No, never ask a black man if he remembers.
All right, Jesse, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Right. Bye now. 888-77 Jesse. I got to take a break. The treasure chest is now open on D-Live and stretch off on pills.net. Back in a moment to your calls and super chats. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingaman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. All right, folks, welcome back. 888-77-53773. The Hake Report is coming up right at the top of this hour. James Hake, the guy with the good hair, is on fire. You don't want to miss it. From 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then the American Anchor Baby from 11 to 1. Sometimes you may go over, but what the American Anchor Baby. And check out Punchy's TV, PUNCHIE.TV. Amazing. You can podcast. Amazing. Fight. Amazing stuff there. And thank you for your support. Let me do some super chats first here. Super chat.
Super chats. Gregatron says, tell Walking Roscoe that my favorite female comedian is Lisa Lampanelli. She was on Comedy Central when I was a kid, says.
Tell who that?
Walking Roscoe.
Who is that?
Another guy who brought up some other female comedian when we had a third female comedian who's actually funny, somewhat, sort of, on the J.C. Lee Peterson show yesterday.
Amazing. Thank you.
Very
All
nice.
right, yeah.
Roy M. enjoyed church service yesterday, church with J.C. Lee Peterson, rebuildingtheman.com/church at Bond. I have been watching for years. It's better than sitting in your usual congregation watching an act. Ask yourself, why does a pastor talk normal before and after service, but puts on an act in the pulpit? Thanks for creating a real fellowship. All the best.
Thank you, and thank you for your support, and stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. You haven't seen anything yet. I promise you that. But you got to stay with it and stay present. Not in your head, think about anything. Stay present. Amazing. Thank you.
Lori bought a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. The silent prayer is beautiful to see thoughts or lies, because if you can see a thought, you are separated from it.
Yeah.
It seems people are doing silent prayer and then they think those thoughts are true because they're praying. A thought is a thought. All lies in the imagination. Thanks, Jesse.
100%. Stay with it. Just stay with it. Stay with it. Amazing. If you can see the thoughts, well, you're separate from it. It's when you don't see it, you're one with it. Amazing. Thank you.
Brian R. Biblical question answer.
What is the chief cause of spiritual sickness?
Emotions and thoughts are like the Wuhan wet market, and a spiritually sick person never washes their dirty hands. As a nobody, Catholic, you've shown me what the light can do. Gracias, Senor.
You're nada.
Nice.
Amazing. Thank you. Stay with it. Amazing.
Anthony L. Cool sunglasses sticker smiley.
Thank you, Anthony L. Amazing.
Shout out to Games for Rec, Kid Combo 1, Wolf 336, Groovy Monkey Misty, Yo Jimbo Samurai, Army and Cactus Eater Bear, and the rest of the D Live crew. Shout out, y'all.
Shout out and thank y'all. Grooving on a monkey afternoon. Remember that song?
Yes.
Grooving.
Some blue-eyed soul.
I couldn't stay away too soon.
The
you
best.
Heard that, Nick? You know that song?
The best kind of soul.
That's right. They don't make music anymore. They make junk.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Thank you.
And thank you, guys. I do believe, shout out, of course, to the YouTube supporters and Rumble Crew supporters. That's all for now.
Thank y'all. Amazing. Amazing. Let me go to Stephen, a first-time caller out of Arizona. My bad, Arkansas. Stephen, you are on the phone. What happened? His phone dropped. You can call back, Steve. He's been waiting a while. Another Steve, not Stephen, but Steve, a first-time call out of Washington State. Steve, you are on the air.
Jesse Lee Peterson, thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
So I've been watching you for over 10 years, following you, and, I forgave my mom before she passed. She did. And,
she did.
She did, and then I forgave my dad the following year. He didn't take it so well. He tried to flip the table. He's emotional. He tried to, attack me. Forgive me. How dare you forgive me? I'm like, whoa. And so now, I do the silent prayer, every morning, every night, even if it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes. I still put in that little bit of work there, but I actually just did it this morning, so I have some clarity. But my reason for calling is, my dad, unfortunately, he's kind of weak. He hates Donald Trump. He imposes his will on me. He's angry that I'm awakening, and now I feel like he's getting older, and he's trying to hold this inheritance over me, this piece of land. And he's always, I'm conflicted. I already know what you're probably going to say, but I wanted to hear it from you. But I feel like I should just not even have him in my life. I know you say love your earthly father, which I do, even if he's weak. But, I feel like it's starting to get to me. That spirit and that anger is coming back. And I just don't know what to do, Jesse.
And your question for me is what?
How should I go about dealing with him whenever he's imposing his will on me, wants to be in my life, wants to put papers in front of me, wants to, make me be angry, it feels like. Should I have a separation there, or should I just deal with it?
And then what am I going to say? You say you feel like you know what I'm going to say.
Well, I feel like you're going to say, love him and just see what's right, and then it'll work out. But I feel like it's deeper than that. Like there's a lot of anger that he is unresolved, and it's affecting my life.
Here's what I recommend. Love him, but be done with him. You don't have to hang around him. It's not good to hang around evil anyway. You don't have to hang around him, but just don't resent him. That's all.
Right.
You don't have to take care of him. Anything. Just be done with it so you can be free of him.
Should I block him?
If that's what you want to do, absolutely.
Okay, so that's not a sin to block him.
No.
All right.
The only sin is to judge him.
Aha.
Everything else is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you can move on and live your life because he may love his misery, he may love his hell, and you don't want him to impose that hell on you because the hell in him can hate the light in you, and you're not strong enough to resist the darkness right now in him.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. So be done with him. Don't be angry at him. That's all.
Right. I feel like I was starting to get angry because I was allowing him to make me angry.
Yeah, because you being around the evil like that, you're still young, growing in the light, and the light you're not strong enough to deal with the darkness in him. So you can be done with him. Just don't resent him.
And then what if I'm done with him and he tries to find some way to get back in? Should I? You don't forgive again, because I know that you only forgive once, like you said, and I did.
Yeah.
And I'm done with that, so I don't have that. But I feel there's some kind of the entity or energy that it's in him. He's trying to pass on to me. But like you said, just be done, huh?
Well, that's not him. That's the darkness in him, which is the same darkness in you that you're overcoming.
Yes, and he sees me overcoming that. And it's almost like he's not like jealous. I would never.
Well, the
never
darkness
say that.
hates the light, and he could be jealous.
Aha.
Because the darkness is jealous of the light.
Yeah, because he thinks it's all nonsense, overcoming and Jesus Christ. He doesn't believe in any of that,
I know, but that's on him. Don't try to change his mind or anything. Leave him in his darkness. Don't be mad at him for being in his darkness. Forgive him. He cannot see. He know not what he do. He's asleep.
I see.
If he could see, he wouldn't be doing that. He's only doing it to you because he cannot see.
And he gets a rise out of me.
Yeah, that's what evil does.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about not getting his inheritance if he dies?
You know what? That's a great question, and that's the one thing I was wrestling with. But now I'm not, because I know that God will provide all the blessings for me. I don't need anything from him or anyone.
Are you sure about that?
I really am, because I almost sent him a message yesterday, and I go, wait, don't send it yet. I almost said, hey, I thought about the inheritance, and I'm going to respectfully decline. I almost just was going to block him. But I didn't do that yet. I wanted to give you a call.
But you don't have to decline it. Let him, if he decides to take it away, let him have it.
Wow.
But you don't have to say that to him at all. That decision would be on him.
So let it be?
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
So don't call him up and say, oh, you don't have to give me anything. But just don't resent him and move on with your life, all right?
Well, then lastly, though, his wife is a lawyer, and now they've been talking about putting a will in place for me, which seems a little weird. Isn't that weird? They wanted to get all my assets and what do you have and pictures of this, and it just seems a little
They
off.
want to. What,
you
what
know,
does that mean? They want to get a will of you.
they want me. He wants basically what it means is he doesn't want to pass down this inheritance, and one of my half brothers get it through the state if something happens to me. He's trying to control everything down to the last.
But because of time,
Yeah.
see, move on with your life. You don't have to cater to them. You don't have to give them that just because they're asking.
Right. So don't sign any papers for them with pertaining to my will, right?
I
None
don't
of
even
their business,
understand
right?
that, but you see what's right for you, and that's what you do.
Okay. All right, Jesse. I appreciate it, man.
I can't
Thank you.
make that decision because I don't understand it, but you stay present so you can see what's right for you.
I will. Thank you, Jesse.
All right, buddy. Stay with it.
All right. I will. Talk to you again.
All right. 888-77-JESSE. Let me go to first time caller, Vincent, out of California. Vincent, you're on the air.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, I actually have never done this before, but I just wanted an opportunity to say thank you, man. Everything you say, what you do, like, you're one of the few people that I actually, when I listen, I'm not just feeling like I'm being ranted at and told what a piece of garbage I am.
Yeah.
I wish we had 1,000 more people like you out in the world, man.
When you become that way, and you'll be the light, and that's 1,000 people, one in you.
You know, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Like, being in California, I'm sure you know exactly kind of how it is to be a white man trying to walk around.
Yes.
I don't mean that the way it came out. I'm
No,
sorry.
I know what you mean, though. I totally understand.
I'm actually noticing, because I have agoraphobia and kind of real bad anxiety. So when I go out, I get real defensive real quick when people walk up on me.
Yeah.
Would you mind maybe just a silent prayer once in a while, just to kind of pray for those of us that are stuck out here and are a little bit lost trying our best?
I promise you, if you stay out of your thoughts about that, you'll be fine.
Right on.
Because you're in your thought, and you're right. There's a genocide upon white people, so I do understand what you mean. But you got to stay out of your thought about it, so you always be aware of what's around you and who's around you, and you'll be able to physically protect yourself from that. But if you're in your head, you'll open yourself up to, because you're in darkness, you won't be able to see well. So don't judge these people. They're lost. They cannot see. But just you stay present and you'll be fine.
Hey, man, totally. And thank you for letting me, just say what I wanted to say to you. I'm never going to get an opportunity like this again, so it means a lot for you to just let me say thank you.
You're welcome. You stay with it.
All right, brother. You have a great day.
You too. Amazing. 888-77-JESSE. Let me go to first time call out of Texas, Albert out of Texas. Alberto, not Albert. That's my cousin. He did. Alberto.
Hey, Jesse, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for your...
Alberto, speak up a little bit, a little louder, right into the phone.
Can you hear me now?
I can. That's better, yeah.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for everything you are doing with us. And when I say with us, I mean the whole people that believe in God and society and all of that, and without putting some kind of stigma on our own about races and female, males, or whatever, you know. I'm from Cuba, and I'm proud to be U.S. citizen, and I just want to tell, the reason why I'm calling is because I want to tell all of the Americans that what Bob Bunny did on the performance yesterday, it doesn't represent us.
Right on.
As a Cuban, I'm so proud to be here. I'm so thankful for the American people to open the doors and give me this opportunity. People who people who haven't lived in the communist regimes never, or in a third world country, they don't even know what they are talking about. Some of them they say, "Oh, this is not the best country in the world," but they are totally wrong. They need to live in those countries. They need to experience that without American dollar. If you go to those countries with American dollar, you're gonna live like a king. You need to go there without any penny and just work there like a daily life and be like a local people there, and then you will find out how much you will love the United States and how much you will love freedom and everything. And I just want to give you that experience of mine. Bad Bunny, he doesn't represent Hispanic people. He's following an agenda. And if you go to Bad Bunny's sponsor, you will find out that they are pretty connected with Hugo Chavez from Venezuela. And I'm pretty sure what's happening now with Nicolás Maduro here in the United States, it has to be with many things happening here now in the United States.
Amazing. Right on, man. I appreciate that. That is amazing.
Yes, sir. He doesn't represent us. He's just following an agenda, and there are many people that they say, "Oh, I like Bad Bunny. Yeah, he might be a popular guy, but you know, his song is just a pornography song."
Yeah.
And people who doesn't like pornography or who they are out of that, his music is a pornography in a public, and kids and everybody, they were listening that. Growing up, they just put a pornography on the live show last night or yesterday.
It was a mess,
That's what they did. Yeah, it was totally a mess.
Right on. Well, thank you, Alberto. I really appreciate it, man. Amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
And one more thing.
Yes.
People, they say that racism and all of that. When I came from Cuba here in 2013, I called one of my friends, "Hey, negro," or "black," or whatever in Spanish, and they say, "Oh, you shouldn't mention that word." And I say, "What are you talking about?" And he say, "No, because he said that is a racist here." And I say, "What does that mean?" I didn't even know that was a bad word here or anything, because in Cuba, we kiss each other, we hug each other, we call negro, we don't live with that. I have many friends that they are black, they come to my home and we eat each other the same plate, same food, we don't care. That is only here. And it's about politicians, because the more you divide your population, the more you're gonna win.
Absolutely, it's a made. This racist word is just a made-up word to control the people, to get false power and wealth. It's not real at all. It's to make the people fight one another. That's amazing, Alberto. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Call me again.
Yes, sir. I will.
All right. 888-7753-773. Let me go to first-time caller, COCO. Coco Cabana. COCO out of Los Angeles, first-time caller. COCO, you are on the air.
Good morning, Mr. Jesse.
Hey, COCO.
I'm so excited to speak with you. I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
I also always sing during the day.
Nice.
And I have a message for the Dutch people.
The Dutch people?
Yes, the Dutch people, because I am Dutch.
Okay.
Jongens. Van harte gefeliciteerd met Jutta, winning gold. Wil jullie allemaal vertellen? Luister naar de Jesse Lee Show. En maak jullie geen zorgen over alle immigranten. We gaan allemaal samen door. En hup, 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 Holland. All right? What I said was hup, hup, Holland. Go Holland. Because we are flooded with people from foreign countries. And they don't like us.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, Mr. Jesse.
Yeah.
I moved to Holland in '87 from Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. She black, and I had a top tier white upbringing. I am white on the inside. I can finally admit it. I learned to read. I love to read. I love white music. I love country music.
Nice.
And I love to work on myself.
Yeah.
And that's my message for today. I want to say that when I lived there in '87, I was in a group with immigrant children in preschool, and soon they found out that like my stepfather was white, my family's white, my mom's mixed, whatever, and they put me with the white people because I wasn't ethnic. I wasn't ethnic enough. So I've always been in the middle, and I just wanted to be good. And you know, when you go to the high school, there was a choice. You could go to the black high school with the immigrants and get beat up every day and not be able to learn, or I could just go to the white high school and get my diploma and go on with my life.
Right on.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for today. Hip, hip, hold on, and I'll call back.
Right on. Thank you, Coco. Amazing. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye now. Amazing. John is a first-time caller out of L.A. I mean, L.A. Louisiana.
Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana.
John, you are on the air.
Jesse.
Hey, John.
I really find a lot of harmony in listening to you. I feel that you and I are maybe on the same page, you know.
Right.
I like how you talk, and but I used to hate. I didn't know that I hated my father, but I really didn't like what he did to me in my life. You know, he was very violent, very controlling, and stuff like that. But I had to realize that he grew up in a different world than I did.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up in the '60s and the '70s, and you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll and all that. He grew up in the Depression. He grew up in World War II. He grew up in all this stuff that you had to shut down all your feelings with, you know, and walk around with this big old empty hole inside of you for the rest of your life. And once I realized that, I was able to forgive him and tell him that I loved him.
Right on.
But he, you know, it was on his deathbed. You know, sometimes I think about going to dig him up with a hand with a shovel or something. You know, get back with him a little bit, but you know, it's a waste of time. But my saint, man, she lived in the same theater.
Hey, John, let me just say, your phone is not coming across clear. Are you able to call me tomorrow or the next day?
Yeah, I would be able to, but I don't have a real phone. I have to go outside to get a good signal.
Well, call me
I
back.
really appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Please keep up doing what you're doing.
Right on. Thank you. And call me again. I appreciate it. Amazing. Super chat.
Super chat. Super chats.
Marcus G59, shout out to the Latinos who are awake and not stuck in the bogus speech, bogus speech.
Right
American
on.
flag, strong tan, Latino arm, 100, salute.
Right on. Shout out.
Caesar or Cesar, 3 copies. Hey, Jesse, what did Kamala say to the Republican when she lost the election? You told Trump to beat me. Laughing face with tears coming out.
What a mess. I like that.
Walking Roscoe, note, this is a poem. Thank you, Bond, for all you do. I love all people from heathen to Jew. The beta in me used to make me cry, yet now the ego is about to die. Amen.
That's deep.
Or amen.
I love that. Right on. Stay
nice.
with us, stay with us, stay with us. Very nice. Amazing.
And thank you guys. I do believe, I could be wrong, that's all for now.
Thank you all. Amazing. I love the porn. Home.
Yeah.
Poem, not porn. Poem. I am out of time to the callers, everybody. I am out of time. I had to go now and do 3 more hours of a brand new episodes of The Father State. Thank you for your support and everything. And stay with it, folks. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Drop the thoughts and be free. And the emotion will disappear. Emotions are evil. The good ones and the bad ones are evil. They're imposters. And be free. God is not a passionate God. He's a dispassionate God. He's all love. Amazing. Rick and everybody, thank you all. The Hate Report is coming now. And then the American Anchor Baby. Bye and thanks again. Amazing.
You must know that so you get something went wrong, but face the truth about yourself and just seek first God's kingdom comes.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
I have books that are amazing. I highly recommend you get them. 7 Guaranteed Steps to Spiritual, Family, and Financial Success Guide. Even if you're not starting a business, but you have a job, or you're on welfare, it can help you if you do. Be doers of the word, all right? From rage to responsibility. From rage. That's what I write about in the first chapter, especially how I overcame. Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. They're using them, and blacks are too willing to be used. And then my last book, The Antidote, Healing America from the Poison of Hate, Blame, and Victimhood. They are all amazing books, and they are helpful. Go to rebuildingtheman.com if you want an autographed copy, or call 800-411-2663.